Hey guys, Faded Hero here, bringing you another figure review. This one I'm super excited for. This is a 1/4 scale Luca. She was made by Freeing, I believe is a Good Smile company, sub-project or something. For the most part, this is a huge figure, and one I've been waiting for a very long time, since the first 1/4 Miku was released. I was hoping that they'd kind of put Snow Miku off first and do Luca and some of the other ones, but Snow Miku is pretty good too. So, as you can see, this is a Good Smile company one. And I think it's like a subdivision of Good Smile, Freeing is. So, for the most part, as we can see, these are instructions for it. You can see that she has a little accessory. It's some kind of musical note and a foot peg, and you can see that her hand things, I didn't really see what the instructions are and didn't really play with them. I just left them in their natural position. So it's got instructions. As we can see from the egg casing, it's pretty standard for most of them. The base plate was actually on the back side of this, as you can see right there, but I had removed it and the optional parts. That way we can get a better look at them here in a second. The casing's pretty good, and these are the optional parts. The casing's pretty good, and it stood up to it getting here from Japan. As we can see, if my camera could focus, that she's pretty well encased in there. I'm gonna take her out here in a second. This is her on her base. As we can see, she is gorgeous. I could not get over the fact that this hair and her dress is so well detailed. It's just one of those figures that makes you really appreciate the craftsmanship and quality that they put into these. This is by far one of my favorite figures. It's just, I guess, majestic we'll go with. I'll try to expand my vocabulary on this and go with some newer words. As we can see, if I bring her a little closer, try to get this camera to focus, the detail is just phenomenal. She has even a little bit of makeup going for her. She has a little bit of blush and lipstick. As we can see that she's also well endowed with a bit of plot. She has this nice little belt accessory that you can position. It's freestanding on the figure itself. I didn't try to remove her torso or see if she separates anywhere to remove it. So as far as we're concerned, it's a one with the figure. As you can see, she has nice little accessories and I guess detail embroideries on her. She's got a bunch of little things going on for her. As you guys, I'm not sure if you've seen, but the 1/4 Mikus have a lot of detail going for them too. She has little piano keys and musical instruments and notes and all kinds of other themings going into her outfit and her figure itself. She also has the 03 tattoo for Luca. Miku would be 01, Lin and Rin would be 02, and she would be 03. I'm not exactly upset that they skipped Rin and Lin, considering I'm not much of a fan of male figures, and having just one of them come out would be kind of weird. So, as you can see, she has great detail. The line work on her dress and her side of her stockings is phenomenal. It goes all the way down, and it's like a crossover kind of vine serpent thing going. It goes all the way down to her heels. Yeah, those are what those shoes are called, I believe. You can see that the figure itself is kind of shiny right now. I believe that it does need to be cleaned. Some of that shininess is residue from her casting, and I'm pretty sure it's probably protectorant from shipping and moisture and stuff. As you can see, the belt is some kind of musical note layout. I didn't really have much going for me in the way of musical note know-how, so it looks pretty nice. from the face and everything else on her, it's all really well done. Gonna try to zoom in and get the eyes. And focus. The eyes are just magical. The hair, there's no real clumping or bad casting lines. Her, I believe, bra, or whatever that is like, looks like hardwood. She has a few little delicate looking pieces on her, like that little golden chain that's coming off of her. As you can see, her headphones are pretty well off. They're quite big. I wish it was a little bit smaller, but I mean, it works so well. This figure is, I'd say it's in my top 5 now. I just really can't get over how well it is, and I mean, I've enjoyed so much I haven't even tried to do a panty shot yet, really. I should, because now I'm curious. I'm just thinking about it. But for the most part, the detail and craftsmanship that went into it, and how anatomically correct it is, and it's just so nice. I will have to give it, I was going to do a 1 to 10 on 10 being desirable and 1 being not even trying to buy it. I'd have to put this at around probably a 9, because it's one of those like figure pieces that kind of like crown a collection, one that you can give it its own spot and highlight, and you can't really be disappointed with it. This figure itself it's just that well done. I will also have to give a little nod of a warning that this figure is not meant for the inexperienced, though it's a 1/4. The detail is really nice, but that hair right there is a huge danger sign. It's probably pretty easy to break it, especially if you have a colder climate. So if you're really gonna work with her or anything like that, I would have to say you might want to turn on the heater before you start playing with her. As you can see, it does have some residue that I haven't cleaned off, but for the most part, just that hair alone is a huge danger for anyone that's really inexperienced, because I can see that being a pretty easy to break kind of object. So for the most part, I wouldn't really play with it too much. It's more of those you unbox it, you set it, and you forget it. Because I wouldn't really try playing with her or anything like that, because if she were to tip or an animal, or if she gets caught on a piece of clothing or something, chances are it's going to break a hair. Oh, there is a panty shot. I betrayed myself. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's one of those, everyone does it. So, yeah. I'll try to get a better view. But, I think I see them blue. But for the most part, this figure, I would have to say it's a must-have for the most part. I kind of hope that this video getting out shows some more people how great it can be, and maybe they do, or hurry up with a few more of the Lin and Rin, and maybe do a few other variations, because there's a few Miku variations that would be pretty nice, and a few Luca ones too. So maybe we'll get 1 or 2 of them, because I didn't see any at Wonderfest, so that's here's to hoping. But for the most part, the back end, even though you can't really see it through the hair, is pretty well done. It's got that little ribbon and corset. So for the most part, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. So this was Faded Hero. Like, comment, subscribe. Kind of just let the video play as I ramble on now. Or just stay silent, either way. Actually have a kind of a comparison between her and the rest of them. That's her, and there's a 1/4 Miku. So as you can see, it's pretty big. So have fun, guys. Stay safe and get them figures done.